howdy, y'all. Good time zone. Welcome back to another episode of The Humans of Twitch, a podcast showcasing the diverse backgrounds of individuals who have found enjoyment in community through online gaming. I'm your host, Environat, and this week I am chatting with another dear friend. I know I say that a lot, but also it be true. His name is Abeeku, and is someone I've known as long as I've been streaming, and is one of my favorite friends to joke around with, as you will hear some of our bits in this episode. We will be chatting about him growing up South African, deep in Trumpian Florida, the transition from watching and streaming on Twitch as a high schooler to college, and also what it's like being black in often white internet spaces. Alright, y'all, enjoy! Alright, howdy, Abeeku. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I love chatting with you, and I'm so excited to have you on for, this episode.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been waiting for this I knew this episode was coming for a while, so it's just waiting for the go ahead to be like, yeah, you want to record, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it.
All awesome, yeah. No, it was definitely something where it'd be cool to I was definitely thinking early on in the project, oh yeah, no, that Abeeku is definitely one I want to chit chat about things and stuff. So, and thank you for your patience for being so busy or just blanking out at the last minute for different
Oh no, it's okay.
So
it's okay. If there's anything I know about last minute cancellations, especially with streaming, it's happened a lot, so I get it.
Oh yeah, that's a fun thing. So anyway, we're here now. Heck yeah. So yeah, would you mind hitting me with a small introduction of yourself?
Okay, yeah. So my name is Abeeku. That's the same name on Twitch, actually. People usually call me Beeku or Abe or something along those lines. I've kind of been yeah. I mean, I don't really get the second one, but it works, so I guess it's fine. I use he, him, but if you use they, them on me, that's also fine. I've been on Twitch for, what is this, 3 years? About almost 3 years, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Feels like longer.
It does feel like longer. Yeah. I had to check beforehand because every time I'm thinking how long have I used this platform?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been around 3 years, since I've been on Twitch, and I kind of do a lot. I like watching speedruns, but I also do some competitive stuff. I also speedrun myself, but mainly I kind of just do a lot of Splatoon related content. That's what you can find on my channel, yeah. As of late, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And I got to know you via Leanne, which was, I don't know what she was streaming whenever we first started interacting, but we can get into that in a little bit. But yeah, so I know you touched on it a little bit for Abeeku being not only your username, but also your first name. But do you want to give the story of how you decided to have Abeeku as your username type of thing?
Honestly, I figured it would be because the thought process of me naming myself that on Twitch was, I was thinking that, people might just think that it's going to be an online name, a persona. People might not just know that for sure. So I was just you know what, why not? I feel it just kind of fits me, obviously being my name and all, but
yeah.
it just fits I don't know, myself and how I want to be seen. So it just kind of works out like that.
Yeah, I feel most people, at least in our shared communities, definitely thought it was just a username, and then we realized, wait, it's your name.
Yeah.
As well. So
yeah, so it's good that it's working. Yeah. As intended.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I kind of feel that way with the Nat thing. I mentioned in an earlier episode, I chose Nat as my online nickname because most people on IRL call me Natalie, and Nat feels enough removed, even though it's definitely not, but it felt like it.
Yeah.
That yeah, but it's basically a fig leaf for most people. But I don't know, some people think my real name could be Natasha or something, or Natalia, which is interesting. To choose a more
definitely couldn't see that second one. Honestly,
it's weird. People call me that a lot, or and I think they're joking, but also sometimes they will straight up be oh, I thought that was your name.
Oh,
really interesting. Okay, we'll take it. So yeah, from your perspective, how did we connect on Twitch?
I think it was just because, as you said, we met in like Leanne's at some point. Maybe she was doing like Wind Waker. I feel like she was probably doing like Wind Waker or something. It was
Yeah.
definitely a Zelda game that we were both
Mm,
watching at the time.
yeah.
And I mean, you kind of looked fun to be around. So then I followed her. I mean, I followed you through her,
Yeah.
and then I became like a sort of like regular chatter for a bit,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you're straight up VIP without having like even if you had it because in my channel I have it as a channel point redemption to get VIP, but like Abeekuu would just straight up be VIP if I just did it like the regular like anointing it type of thing.
Yeah,
um,
it's just because I'm just that influential. I get it.
yeah, definitely. There we are. I mentioned in the intro, just like, yo, yeah, you're gonna hear our bits a little bit for how
Yeah.
we like to poke at each other, but yeah, yeah, definitely is that, pal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I definitely remember you in Leanne's as well. I don't remember the game, but yeah, I guess 3 years ago would make sense. Because I do remember, I swear you were there like whenever I was early on in the streaming, but I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe it's just that era in general.
Yeah. Because I think you're doing like it was like it was definitely like a Breath of the Wild. Was it I don't remember the right word, but it was like a playthrough, but you couldn't do certain things. But I'm
Oh
blanking on
yeah,
the
yeah, the
specific
vegan
name.
challenge or pacifist challenge, something like
Yes,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
something along those
Mhm.
lines. Yeah.
Then that was my yeah. You were there early on then, because that was my very first thing I streamed.
Oh, really? I thought you streamed more
Yeah.
before that.
No, but that was yeah, that was 3.5 years ago. So maybe you
Yeah.
were on Twitch longer than
Yeah.
you remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Um, but I'm trying to remember otherwise. But yeah, and we had some shared communities as well outside of Leanne. But yeah, I feel like yeah, Leanne was definitely the pipeline for you to end up in my chat and stuff. And then you started streaming too, and it's been fun to catch your streams. Well, but yeah, what's your fave? Wait, what would you say is your first video game console and like memories associated with video games?
My first video game, I believe, was like, or I guess the console wise, it was the DS.
Oh, cool.
Like back in like what, like back in like early 2000s, I was like huge Sonic fan. So I had like some of the Game Boy Advance
Mm,
Sonic games since the DS could play them at that
yeah.
time. So I was like heavily into like Advance 2, 3, all that stuff. I also had like like Pokemon Platinum. I had like quite a few Pokemon games and spin-offs also on the DS. So that
Yeah.
was basically like a lot more of what I would play. Then I got a Wii with I don't even remember what I had first on it, but it was probably I mean
Eventually
obviously
Mario Kart though.
yeah, probably more. I'd probably bet it would have to be Mario Kart for sure,
Yeah.
most likely. And then yeah, that was basically like my I guess early start in like video games and consoles as a child was mainly just like
Hmm.
on the DS and like partially on the Wii. Then here we are now, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Hmm. How did you end up like stumbling onto Twitch and like online gaming?
I think like Twitch and streaming in general was just kind of like I've heard of it for like a few years before, like back in
Hmm.
like 2015 or something, and it was like you know what that would be kind of cool, and then sort of when like quarantine started hitting and COVID and all that stuff, when we were like struggling to find out like what we were gonna do and all that stuff, since people were gonna be like
Mm,
cooped up at home all the time, I was
yeah.
thinking, you know, maybe I look onto the platform, see how people stream and like
Hmm.
do things, and then maybe I start streaming for myself. And looking at you and Leanne, and of course the other people I was watching at the time, it was like it looked very appealing. So I kind of just got that extra push. I bought a capture card, started streaming on my Wii, and then it kind of just took off from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and how old were you like whenever like 2015 and then like I guess when COVID hit?
2015. That was like what? Now I gotta do math. Hold on.
Uh-huh. Making you do math.
I gotta do math. Hold on.
Quizzing you.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I
How
probably would
old
have
was
been around like 12, 13 maybe. Or actually 12,
Okay,
12,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
gotcha,
then
gotcha.
of course 2020 I'd be like what? 18. Wait, no, I can't. I can't count. Hold on.
Yeah, you were still
Well,
in high school
yeah,
whenever we first met.
I was still in high school. Yeah.
Yeah, for a few years there, I think. But yeah, because you graduated during COVID,
2021.
right?
Yeah, yeah. During COVID.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah,
That
right,
would be a whole other
in
topic to go
right
into
in the
that.
right
But
in the heat of it. Yeah.
yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, and in Florida as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You already know how it is down here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which kind of leads to the next question of like, so your family's South African, right?
Ghanian. That's
Oh, Ghanaian. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah. No, no, it's okay. It's okay.
I don't know why South African.
I think I might
My
have
bad
brought it
then.
up in a different. I guess maybe it was a different thing. I think I
Hmm.
brought up South Africa for, so it's okay. I mean, at least it was in the same continent. At least,
I mean, yeah, yeah. But yeah, so what is it like being Ghanaian and explaining Twitch to your parents
oh,
and like what all you do and stuff?
oh. So at first, I mean, I guess it's kind of still now. They don't really get it. They kind of just viewed it as like a waste of time and like just like
Hmm.
you have to kind of focus on like your school and stuff like that. Which I mean, I was doing. I was balancing like streaming, club activities, and just general like schoolwork and all that stuff all at once.
Hmm.
Especially like back then when I was really starting, since like of course that was probably like my I was either in about to be in my senior year or like in my senior year already when I was like seriously streaming. So it was like just balancing all that stuff out, plus of course having to do stuff around the house, like like clean around the house, like
Hmm.
buy groceries, like just fill up my car, all that stuff. Just counting for
Yeah, go
like
to
those
Best
type.
Buy.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
That too for like a couple hours, but nah, don't worry about that.
yeah, yeah. You
um,
were going to come back, I swear.
yeah, but yeah, honestly, even now they still kind of view it as a waste of time. Which I
Hmm.
mean is just, I mean at this point I've kind of like accepted it because like I've told them,
Yeah.
I've shown them, they didn't really, they weren't really on board with it until I started applying for affiliate, which I did on my own after reading the fine print, all that stuff. And then when I started
Yeah.
rolling in money in, then they were kind of like off my back of it for a little bit, but
Oh,
then
I'm sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because once you start actually making an income from that stuff, it's just like, oh, he's actually serious about that, and yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I would say likewise. My parents probably would have been very similar if I was your age. Wow, I sound so old saying that. Well, if I was like, yeah, like in high school or in college and like wanting to, I guess, start streaming like I did, like I'm pretty sure my parents would have been so sus.
yeah,
um, and I guess thankfully I was the age I was, being in my mid to late 20s, or I guess just mid 20s. But anyway, where they had no control over me. And my once they saw my finances as well, they were like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like, so they were also off my back about it.
yeah,
And they also know that I get a lot of enjoyment from it and have made many friends online.
yeah.
Even though they don't really get it, they are like chill enough to be like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah,
Um,
mine don't even either. They just like they're like so I guess I don't know if overprotective is the right word, but like they're definitely worried about about just the people in general. 'Cause I mean, yeah, I get where they're coming from with them saying
yeah.
like, yeah, there's definitely people on the internet that you want to avoid, and I do my best to
Mm-hmm.
avoid those people, which I do understand, but like of course not everyone is gonna fit that, bad
Mm-hmm.
internet person mold. So like I just choose who I interact with properly and I
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. I definitely didn't imagine making the friends that I made online. Whenever I first was just like starting out on or like just watching Twitch. Um, but it's cool to have met the people I've met while avoiding a lot of misogynists and toxic white incels.
Yeah, like all too familiar down here, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, similar. Just like swerve this. Um, Kind of related in that case. Like, so as a black man, in oftentimes in online gaming spaces, you've noticed that people initially think you're a white woman.
Yeah.
Why do you think this is the case?
I don't like I think it comes back to the more they see my screen name as like I guess like a fake pseudonym, and they don't make the connection that maybe this person might actually be like they don't go and like look it up. But I mean, like usually people wouldn't go ahead and look up names anyway unless it like
Mm-hmm.
really stood out to them. But like the amount of times, because this is even a more recent affair. Like even on
Yeah.
Twitch, it was like maybe sometimes they'd see me as a girl. Sometimes I don't even know. I still don't
Mm-hmm.
know how, but like at least it would be more fair. But seeing me as like a white woman, like it has happened like at least like more times than I can count. Like an insane amount
Yeah.
of times. Like along with being like trans femme, because I've had some close friends who I've talked to, and I guess it's probably just because the people who are like me, like cis male, who are
Mm-hmm.
like around them, I guess were usually weird. So me just coming in and being like how I usually
Chill.
am, yeah, it was just like it was just like, whoa, this guy. There's something about this guy. There's something about
Yeah.
this guy. He's just a little off, but I don't know. White woman, I still don't get. I feel like
Yeah.
every time it happens, it's just like I just have to like do a double. I just have to do like a realization of like, what? How does this even happen? Like, is it the way I'm?
Yeah.
Is it the way I'm talking? Is it the way I'm speaking? Because it's like I don't know. It's like weird.
Yeah, I don't know either. I do remember actually thinking that you like because Leanne kept calling you Abby
Oh yeah,
initially.
yeah,
And so I was thinking like, okay, I guess that Abeeku username is she, her, because it was before like pronouns were a thing on Twitch too. So,
yeah,
but quickly realized otherwise.
yeah. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it was close. The thing is, that was close enough to it, so it was just like whatever. It was just
Yeah.
like I was fine with it, but
Mm-hmm.
but like
That was
every
so interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
but every time it happens, I just kind of laugh because it's just like always funny to me being seen as like, and then people being shocked that I'm like not a girl or a woman. It's just like the fun. It's just like funny to me, like just having their
Yeah.
reactions.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting to dive deep into like I wonder like why's like the yeah. The sort of assumptions in play, but
Yeah.
that can be just for thinking about later. Um so have you noticed kind of in a similar trajectory like have you noticed people treating you differently online as soon as they learn you're not a white woman and that you're a black man?
I don't think they treat me any differently. It's more of just like a wow realization. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like they don't like at least from what I'm thinking of, they don't really treat me like in a sort of different way when they figure out what I really am.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
good.
just like, which is good at least because then
Mm-hmm.
if you have people who change, I guess when they find out
That would
that you've been,
suck.
it would be very, very, very weird. Yeah.
Yeah. And also then they would have to contend with me coming out there and being like, what are you doing? Get
Yeah.
back off.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Because you know I got your back.
Yeah.
As you have mine. Actually, one of my favorite memories involving you was after a certain incident with a username I won't mention, but who ended up being kind of weird towards many femme users in his community. Like I remember you immediately checking in on me and being like, "That wasn't one of you. Like you weren't one of them, right?" And it really touched me. Like that you were looking out for me and stuff. Thankfully, I was good. Like I was
Yeah.
not involved, but I was just like, "Oh, that was really sweet."
No, honestly, I'm surprised it's that and not just the back windshield wiper incident. I'm surprised it
You
was.
already know, right? That like anytime Veggie and I still see any like windshield wiper vest just like plop down, we already say, "All right, that's an Abeeku car," or
Just
Abeeku's around.
yeah.
It's
I just
like
don't
literally last week I think it happened.
like even to this day, I just don't know how that happened. Like I was just driving, went straight down, and then I go and I pull into my school parking lot. I'm just like, how did that even happen? Like when did that even happen? How did that even get there?
And I don't know why that one just stuck in our memory, but it was just so funny.
Yeah, it's
Just
like
the windshield wiper being meow.
like yeah, because honestly, it was just like why, when, when would this have even happened? How would this have even happened?
We have so many fun inside jokes and stuff, but
Hmm.
I guess one thing that we've never talked about explicitly between you and me, but like what has your experience been like being black and navigating these online communities you're a part of, primarily thinking of say Mario Kart Wii and Splatoon.
Oh, so Mario Kart Wii, honestly, it wasn't too bad because most of the time people there are like pretty alright.
Mm-hmm.
Splatoon, honestly though, at least with the people I've been interacting with, they've been really good to me. Like
Oh, that's good.
some of the closest people I know and like I trust genuinely are like from the Splatoon community, and like
Yeah. Yeah, I loved seeing you like kind of grow into that space too, because
yeah,
I know you more from like I guess your Mario Kart Wii era,
yeah,
but like yeah, no, I'm glad that you found good community in the Splatoon spaces.
yeah.
Like that's
Like
awesome. Yeah.
it was almost like surprising how well they treated me because I'm like always wary and iffy about communities and joining them.
Hmm.
Not even out of fear, but just like, like, are the people here like gonna be like weird and stuff like that,
Yeah, because you
or are they
just want to
gonna
have fun, and
exactly?
like you just want to hang out and stuff. You don't want to have to feel like you're on guard or something, whenever you're just like trying to unwind.
Yeah. But yeah, like the community there and some of my close friends there have treated me like super well.
Hmm.
Like probably just like even out like excluding like the people I met before on Twitch, like they're really good to me. Like really good to me.
Oh, super good. How did you get involved more with Splatoon anyway? Like, what is the online space like there?
It's very, of course, as you may or may not know, it's very Splatoon itself is usually pretty much an accepting community. It's probably one of the most LGBTQ plus diverse communities in. I'm pretty sure even
Sick.
like even not even just the shooter genre, but probably just Nintendo games outright.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure a majority. I mean, I don't know if majority, but like quite a lot of my Splatoon friends are part of the LGBTQIA um society and or is it society or is it community? Not community. I don't know why I said
Yeah, community.
society. My
You're good.
my
It made me
wording.
blank too. I was just
Yeah, I
like,
was like, wait, what is this? What is the term again? But yeah, a lot of them are part of the LGBTQIA, and I've I guess to think about how I got more involved in it, it was really just kind of playing and like involving myself in like servers and
hmm.
communities and finding other people and people just finding me. I guess after like games and stuff like that, cause like I guess to like some people they like see me and they're like wow they're like this guy's actually kind of pretty decent at the game, so they kind of want to talk and chat
Shocking.
and all that
I'm
stuff.
kidding.
Yeah. My
I've seen your gameplay in other capacities. I'm kidding.
yeah. Look,
uh,
it can't be worse than the Wind Waker the Wind Waker gameplay. That
my
was like
God, that was so fun.
that
So
was
funny.
actually I actually have to get back on that. I actually have to get
You
back on that.
should. Yeah, that's perfect content. Yeah. Yeah, that was such a funny stream.
Yeah, just being on Onset Island for the majority of it, just trying to figure out what I was even supposed to do. And only
Yeah,
just getting
valid.
yeah, and only just getting in a boat. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun. That time was really fun.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah,
And you're very entertaining when it comes to that.
yeah,
And a good sport too, of like people poking at you.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. So you touched a little bit on like what made you interested in streaming in the first place, but like what type of goals do you have associated with streaming?
Honestly, I feel like my main goal. It's not even like numbers based or like viewer based or anything. It's just kind of like to have fun with what I'm doing. Because
Hmm.
if I'm going in and I'm just like just get it done, get it over with, it's just not really fun. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like I'd be just wasting my time at that point. But like I
Hmm.
have fun with what I do most of the time, yeah. So I kind of just go in, see a game that I like, and think, maybe I want to stream this one, and then I go live, and then I chat with I stream for them. They come in my chat, and yeah, it's just kind of just like that's really all I need, basically, just
Hmm.
having fun, and that will have me set.
Yeah, I feel that. That is kind of I mean, obviously I think both of us would be like perfectly content if like somehow like we were get like pushing like partner level like numbers or anything like that.
Oh,
But yeah, for me it's I just love like relaxing, getting to chit chat with friends and stuff, and getting to like play games. It's like a way to unwind and stuff, and people getting to see how much of an idiot I can be sometimes when it comes to figuring out logical things and stuff.
oh
Um,
yeah, that wouldn't be me though. That wouldn't be me though.
Never you. No, no, no.
Never,
You
never,
definitely want to
never.
come in and yeah, do any sort of trolling. Mm-mm.
Yeah, never ever. I'm so nice. I would never do that.
You are nice, But yeah, you express your niceness through memery.
Yeah.
um, yeah. So kind of related, where like we both were talking about like how much we enjoy like chat and like our online friends and such. Like, what do you tell you like your IRL friends about Twitch? And do they have any idea that you stream?
One actually does follow me, but a few actually know that I do stream stuff since they
That's
like,
cool.
I guess, I guess they kind of like I brought it up in conversations before because they've seen like my stream setup and all that stuff, and they ask if I go live. I say yeah
Yeah.
sometimes, and then the one that does follow me though actually kind of just randomly stumbled upon my stream, and then
Oh,
and then
interesting.
I don't even know how to this day, but like he just randomly stumbled upon it, and I was like, wait, that username looks kind of familiar. And I talked to the
Oh my
per.
gosh.
I was like, wait, how did you find me? I don't even remember what
That's
I was
nuts.
streaming when they found me, but then yeah, we kind of discussed that. It was really kind of funny just seeing like an IRL friend just stumble upon my stream like that,
hmm
and then just
Yeah.
like the funny thing is after that though we were planning to like go out for lunch like the day after, so
Oh,
then I
really?
brought that yeah, so then I brought that up too, and I was like wait, did you follow me on Twitch or something? And they were like yeah,
hmm
and then it's kind of funny. It was kind of funny and surreal just being like wow, like I did not think that would ever happen to just have like I guess an IRL person just randomly stumble across my stream like that.
Yeah, because like you don't do TikTok either, right?
Nah, I was going to, but then
hmm
like the platform just kind of bored me, so it was just like, no. It's definitely like TikTok in itself is just a lot of work to like keep running and keep
It's a lot of work.
maintaining and like develop, I guess, and even to like move your audience from TikTok to like Twitch or like YouTube or something like that.
hmm
That is also very difficult. So it was like, no, I guess maybe in the short term it could be good, but in the long term, yeah, I was like, no, it wouldn't be worth.
Yeah, and especially if it's just like little stream clips and stuff. Like it's a lot involves a lot of editing and stuff to make it into the portrait mode stuff. And I don't know. I haven't had the best of luck with like at least gaming side of TikTok being like the most like the type of people I would want to have in my Twitch chat and
Yeah,
stuff. So I don't know. Maybe that's just like people not enjoying my like memes of trying to guess a game content from box art. I love seeing different communities guess or like different communities' reactions to me just like bullshitting their game.
yeah. But like I guess the thing is though, while TikTok didn't really work for me that much, somehow Twitter is working like almost too well for me. Like people are just like finding me through there, even though I've only recently started promoting my streams on
Yeah.
there, but like they've definitely been getting like more views. Like recently, I was doing like a playthrough of like Octo Expansion, and that was probably one of my most viewed, or I guess live viewed streams I think of recent
Let's
memory,
go.
which is honestly pretty surprising because I'm like Twitter. I mean, yeah, there's people there, but I'm pretty sure most of them follow me anyway. But no, I was getting new follows, new chats, all that stuff. So it was like, wow,
Look at you becoming an expert Splatooner.
if only. If
um yeah, what would you say is like a highlight of your content creation career so far?
honestly, it's probably been a while, but that one 24-hour, I guess 24-hour turned into 2 day Yoshi's Island stream, that crowd
Oh
control one.
yeah, that was so fun.
That was really fun. Like just playing a game that I know how to, and the
hmm
chat actively messing actively
Yeah,
messing up my game and all that stuff. It was fun. It was a fun memory.
yeah.
Although funny enough, Super Mario Sunshine was also up there, and you know
hmm
exactly how I feel about that game. Exactly how I feel about that game. So
Do
just
you think it's the best game created on this planet?
honestly,
So,
yeah, yeah. If there were no other games there, but if there were no other games, there were no other games on the planet. But yeah,
yeah, you find it on a desert island and you're just like, well,
it's
I
nothing
guess I
else I
can
can.
use this if I can't use it for food.
If I can't use it for
Yeah.
food, I guess I can use it for that. But yeah, that was
hmm
also just very fun. Like I guess it made the
Oh.
game more enjoyable because usually I find Sunshine kind of just boring, but like
hmm
I guess the crowd control aspect just made it a lot more fun since it was interactive and stuff.
Yeah, I've yet to do like any crowd control stuff. I
I'm,
feel like
surp-
I should get
I'm
into it.
surprised you haven't. I thought
I
you
know,
did.
right? Yeah.
I thought you would have at least done it for. I don't even know if they have it for Wind Waker, but I know they have it for
They do it
some.
for Breath of Wild.
Oh, for Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't done it because I feel
Yeah.
like it would be like it would definitely fit. Cause I'm now I have
Yeah,
to
and
think now.
definitely there's plenty of people who would want to troll me very well. Or
Yeah.
like would definitely spend money to troll me. I
Oh
know
yeah.
Ian has already said he would drop money to
Oh yeah.
make sure I would struggle.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so maybe I think I'm just been waiting for the right time and stuff, and like also like the energy to set it up
Yeah.
because
Like
it's
just.
always a pain to set those things up for me
Oh
at
yeah. Oh
least.
yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I can absolutely vouch that the setup process is like the worst part. Like the worst
Yeah.
part of it. It's just so much like you gotta like at least when I was doing Yoshi's Island, it didn't take that long, but Sunshine it
Hmm.
took like forever for me to like just figure
Ugh.
out what I had to do.
Which is so funny that
Yeah,
it's for the game that like you really don't love that much that
yeah,
it takes a long time. It's like the most certain like of course this would happen. Like all
exactly.
right.
Yeah, but my chat knew I had to put the effort in for my chat because they also know I don't like that game. So it's like
Yeah,
they would absolutely do everything to make it a more, I guess, funny experience for them.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, how would you say your Twitch experience has changed from whenever you started in high school to now you're in college?
Well, it's definitely been, I guess maybe the most obvious one is probably it's been a lot more difficult to stream and be on top
Hmm.
of like consistent streaming since that's been like a struggle. Even like last year, I was like struggling a lot with like consistency and being like, yeah, I'm gonna go live today, and then it
Hmm.
ends up being tomorrow, and then the day after that, then next week, and then
Yeah,
yeah, it's just the schoolwork generally just piles up, and of course, since it's college, you kind of have to prioritize that
yeah.
as opposed to what you really want to do. So it's
Hmm.
mainly just kind of school and then keeping up with that and my other like obligations like at home and then just like and then like obviously like projects and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to just like consistently stream. I have been getting slightly better this year
Yeah, you've been
compared
going
to
live a lot.
yeah, compared to last year, where it was just like, oh, stream this month, and then stream another, and then maybe a stream the week after, and then no stream for like
Hmm.
2 months, all that stuff. But yeah, like consistency is just generally the main thing when I moved from high school to college. Like first year wasn't terrible, but then the second year and then the third year were just like, wow, it's like a lot. It's like definitely like a bigger step to like make once you go further
Yeah,
on.
yeah, and I feel like you also like had to take a break from like, or you had to lurk way more as opposed to being like an active chatter
Oh
or
yeah,
shit poster.
absolutely, yeah. Which I mean, it kind of sucks, but obviously that's just like school, being in
Yeah,
school and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I just kind of look everywhere now, and it's not even, it's kind of like relaxing, I guess, to just kind of lurk, have stuff in the background while I'm like
yeah,
churning out another paper for another class. But
yeah.
but yeah, like I mean, I do miss frequently chatting, but like honestly though, once I guess maybe I get like a sort of small break, it's just kind of nice to be like there, because then like people will be like, "Yo, I haven't seen that face in like a while."
Hmm. And then everyone leaves because it's like, it's Abeekuu. Ugh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, new guy. Oh, it's just me. It's just
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, what would you say is like one of your favorite like what is your favorite bit from like our sort of like inside jokes and stuff, or at least from like the Leanne slash my community or slash yours community stuff?
I guess my favorite one is probably. I mean, you're probably guessing what this one's gonna be. The rice, the
Oh my
rice.
god. I didn't say involving me. I was
Oh,
saying
involving
involving
you.
you.
Oh, oops, oops.
Oops. I can still explain the rice one real quick though. Yeah, I early on to me and vegetable dating, we were making some rice and I just am too short and I like scooped some rice out and tried putting it into a bin and I didn't see but half of it spilled on the scale and vegetable took a photo, posted it in the server, and everyone thought it was hilarious, including Abeekuu. And now no one will shut up about me spilling rice and me being just like a white girl with like my Asian like husband who's just like desecrating rice like that. So yeah,
Yeah, it was definitely like, it's something that just has remained in my head forever,
it's
unironically.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
Gary gets it remind like his phone will like highlight that picture so often for him, and he
oh
just
wow.
like will bust out laughing and like send it to me, and I'm just like, okay.
See, even the phone remembers. That's just how you know. That's just how you
Exactly.
know.
Yeah. It knows how good of like a story is behind it too.
I guess, but to actually answer your question properly this time, I guess maybe
For
my favorite
once.
one is probably like when we had the two similar looking emotes,
Oh my
and
gosh,
me,
yeah.
and me,
So funny.
and me being like, "Oh yeah, you definitely stole that from me." Although, come to think of it, I don't even remember who got the emote first.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
we just so happened to have the same artist and like it had a
yeah,
similar
the
expression.
same artist, the same expression. I think
Yeah.
just looking the opposite direction, right? It was definitely, yeah, it was
Yeah.
just looking the
Which
opposite
emote was
direction.
it? Because I know smug like my smug and your look pow are very similar. But I will fully admit that like I wanted like a smug emote that was inspired by your look pow, just like and then like being mirrored because I just thought it'd be funny because that
Oh
is
yeah.
very
Oh,
much our
so you
expressions
did
to each
steal. Oh,
other.
so you did steal it. Okay.
I did steal smug. I feel like there's another.
There's another one.
I
I
thought
gotta
there was
think.
another one.
Oh
I
wait.
don't.
Oh wait. It might have been the gold emote.
Oh right,
Even
yeah,
though my
maybe it
emote,
was.
even though my emote barely counts as gold, but it was like,
It's a gold
it
medal,
was,
yeah.
yeah, it was like a gold medal or trophy or something like that. And I was like, and I saw you get it. I think like a while after me, and I was like, that Enviro definitely stole
Sus.
that from me.
Oh yeah, Abeeku loves calling me Enviro just to mess with me.
Yeah,
Everyone else calls me Nat except for Abeeku. Although you do usually call me Nat, but then
yeah.
sometimes an Enviro, like you sneak in the Enviros very tastefully because it's always because I'll forget that like you call me Enviro and then you'll remind me and then I'm like, oh
It's
yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Ugh.
you're like this guy again. This-
Yeah, and then you'll try to tell people, but that is what I'm called.
yeah.
And like people get confused. And it's like,
It's just like, no,
whatever.
no, no, don't listen to her. No, I'm right. I'm right. She's called me
Yeah, yeah,
Viro.
he's always right. Whatever. Why do you hate Dr. Pepper, by the way?
Oh, that's a great question, actually. That's just because it just like I've tasted it like more than once actually. So I've
Okay.
gotten a clear opinion, but it just tastes
Mm.
like it just tastes dry. I guess I don't know.
It's a soda. It's
No,
wet.
listen. Listen. It's just like
I'm listening.
when I drink it, it's just like it doesn't taste like anything. Like it's not like water where it tastes
There's
like
23
nothing.
flavors.
But there's no. I'm talking about the classic, the
Ah.
brown. I
Yeah,
guess
Classic
brown
has
one.
23 flavors. That's
In it, wait, it actually
fundamental.
is. Oh, it actually has 23 flavors in it.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder it tastes like nothing. Then they just put everything together.
Ah.
just, just put everything together, and then it all
I
just
have a
cancels out.
personal I have a personal reason for loving or like being a Dr. Pepper stan, even though like I honestly will buy like Coke products more, but I
Yeah,
do I'm Dr. Pepper's from my hometown, so therefore I gotta stand my Dr. Pepper and stand up for it against Abeeku's hatred.
it's okay. You'll get better soon. I promise.
Oh my god. Actually, what was funny is like if you were to have made it to like our wedding, there was actually a vending machine like in the pavilion area and it's like only has Dr. Pepper products and it has
Only.
Dr. Pepper large like on the like vending machine. And we were gonna sit the Twitch people right next to that table or right next to that machine and then be like Abeeku has to sit closest to the machine.
Oh wow. It's
That was our
just
joke.
yeah. If only I could have
It,
actually shown up. But it would have been funny. I would have definitely gotten a chuckle out of it.
yeah, yeah, we thought, yeah, that was something that we noticed. Even though, like, I think like other people call it an eyesore, so because like the person that was giving us the tour was like, "Oh, don't worry, we're going to move that like by the time that your ceremony comes along." I'm like, actually, that'd be hilarious if you could keep it, but it was just
Yeah.
yeah. And what have you finally gotten? Or wait, have you finally gotten what you needed from Best Buy?
That is a great question. No, no.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be waiting forever.
We're gonna be waiting forever. I just have to keep going back.
Yeah.
It just keeps calling me back. Like every time I leave, something goes wrong, and I need to go back to Best Buy. I'm just
Yeah.
probably I feel like every time I go there, they probably just see my face and then they just like this guy again. What does he want? It's like every
Yeah.
time. It's like he comes in too much, but he's giving us money, so it's like we'll take it, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah,
You're just being scammed, bro.
really. Or I'm just doing their advertising for them at this point.
Yeah, honestly, you should try to go for a sponsorship from them. Being
Really,
like,
that would be so
do a
funny.
stream there. That'd be hilarious if you did
That,
like an IRL stream at Best Buy.
oh, I could. Oh, yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. I should actually
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me. I'll take 30% of that idea. Thank
30%
you
of
very
the
much.
credit.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, wow. An original
No, no, no.
idea.
I'll take 100% of a credit.
Wow,
30%
an
of
original.
the funds that come from
Wow,
it.
an original idea I came up with, and Nat is trying to steal it again. Wild.
Wild. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. So yeah, why don't we move into the portion that I like to ask every week? So what is something video game related or otherwise that has you currently pog champing, has you pause champing, and something you're pretty resident sleeper about?
Oh, now I gotta think. I gotta
Haha.
think. Yeah, thinking not one of my strong suits. Honestly, pause champing really is like side order. It's a Splatoon 3 DLC. Of course, we're still talking about Splatoon. Yeah, why not? Of course.
So good.
But
Yeah.
it comes out tomorrow at like I
Oh.
forgot what time. Yeah, I'm honestly the state of the game right now has kind of just been like, nah. It's kind of like we're waiting on something really, really strong that we need,
Hmm.
and people feel like this might be like the saving, like something that will draw more people in and make Splatoon 3 more popular again, which honestly, if it does work out, I can see like better things happening if that does happen.
Mm.
The game that I have Pog Champagne for, I gotta actually think because what do I actually, hold on, yeah. It's the Paper Mario remake that got announced like a
Oh
few months back.
yeah.
Yeah, the Thousand
That
Year
looks
Door.
really good.
Yeah, I'm just excited for that because I don't have to pay $100 for a GameCube game, and
LMAO. Yeah.
that is just the best thing I think I could possibly want.
Yeah. For sure.
That game, like just buying it like physically is just so needlessly expensive. Like it's a good game,
Exactly.
but I feel like my opinion of the game was like faltered because of its honestly pretty absurd price, and that's just
Hmm.
because people will overmark that game. Like it's pretty, like it's definitely like I've seen people play it and it looks fun, but the main border of access, I guess, for me, like being like, oh yeah, this is like one of the games of all time, is yeah, is like it's just yeah. Now that it's gonna be more available and cheaper, it would be good for me and like other people who've wanted to get into Thousand Year Door,
Yeah.
a better chance to play those games.
Mhm. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what quality of life stuff they add too,
Yeah, that's true.
and the better graphics potentially.
Yeah, a game that has me resident sleepering though. Now that I think about it, it might be. It's like Foam Stars if you've heard of it. It's
I
like
haven't.
yeah. It's like just like it's like a free to play game by like Square Enix. Like I looked at it and I was just like,
All right. Abeeku's audio cut off because he ran out of storage in his computer. So, badoo badoo, we're gonna record the last 5 minutes of our conversation that literally just got cut off because I want you to be able to hear those things of why he thinks film stars or whatever his resident sleeper thing was, why it's resident sleeper to him, what his favorite emote is, and where you can find him. And yeah, so we are going to add that here. Boom. All right, here we are. We're kind of round two, although it's just for the last 5 minutes. So Abeeku, where it cuts off in our first recording is you discussing your resident sleeper of, is it Filmstar? Or what was,
Foam
do you
Stars,
remember the
yeah,
game that
Foam
you're talking
Stars,
about?
yeah,
Okay, do you want to speak on that? Like, you went on a little bit of a monologue, but
yeah.
cut off halfway.
Honestly, I feel like I played that game at a friend's house like a while back when it was like brand new. It just kind of it's like for me personally, it's like way too much of a I guess like bright game. Like not like bright as in like oh happy colors all that stuff. Like I mean bright with like straight like the amount of stuff that you'll see on the screen. Like there's too like for someone like me there's like way too many lights and flashing and all that stuff and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
distracting and it can just be like annoying. So After I played it that one time, I just never had the interest to like look further into it. So I just kind of
Hmm.
didn't play it that much anymore. I didn't like have a desire to play it after that time.
Gotcha. Just turn down the brightness, forehead. It's
If
easy.
only, if only.
So awesome. So, what would you say is your favorite emote?
Uh, so I think my favorite emote, honestly, is like that one chatting emote, the one that I send you a lot, like
Yes,
the
so
one, the
good.
one with the little, what is it like? I guess. I mean, it's not even like a frog. It's just like a bean type thing, just typing, just typing.
That's green, yeah.
Yeah, a bean that's green that's just typing. Yeah, that's like the.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure Nat is very familiar with me using that emote like all the time, specifically to
Way too
her.
familiar.
No, way too
Hmm.
familiar.
Specifically to me.
Exactly. Yeah. See, she gets it. She gets it. She gets me. She gets me.
I do my best, yeah. But yeah, actually, whenever I was listening back, I was like, I forgot what emote he was talking about. I was like, because I do say like, oh yeah, it is so fitting for you. But then I'm like, which one was it? Because there's like a few that I could think of, like the look pal emotes or any of your smug emotes. Like,
Oh yeah,
there's a
that's
few
true.
better.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like the one you took.
I did not take anything from you.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to have some ideas from friends. I don't know. That's just you just gotta
Mm.
remember. Just gotta remember where it came from first. That's all I'm saying.
I don't recall that story happening.
Oh my god, no, it's okay. She just forgot, but I remember. I remember.
All right, y'all can decide in the audience, like, what is accurate and not. So, whatever. So yeah, Biku, where can people find you?
Um. So pretty much, I'm like in like two main places. I'm pretty much on Twitter. I go under Abeeku with three U's, right? Let me
Classic.
check. Okay, let me check before I get it wrong. Uh, yes. Okay, it was three U's. There we go. So yeah, three U's is
Sweet.
my Twitter. Um,
Mhm.
and I also stream on Twitch, and and I also go by Abeeku there, but that is two U's. Because God forbid I have name consistency throughout every social media platform I use. It's either one,
Right.
two, three, or like 15 at that point.
Underscores.
Exactly. Underscores, periods, all that stuff. Like,
Yeah, I always forget what the variation is at a given time,
yeah.
too. Well, cool. So this was fun. Thank you for hopping on just to do the last few minutes because I wanted to make sure people could get your thank you cars outside. They also wanted to thank you.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah. But yeah. Thanks for coming on,
of
friend.
course, I love supporting my fans. No, I'm kidding. But yeah,
Oh
thank
my god. Okay, bye.
you. No.
All right. Woohoo! That's Abeekuu, my favorite little troll. I hope you enjoy this interview of Humans of Twitch. I adore my friend Abeekuu and deserves all the love that you can get, especially if you're big into Splatoon. And yeah, thank you for joining me this week. If you enjoyed what was being played in your ear holes, be sure to rate us and subscribe if you so incline. And if you're watching the video, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I don't know, those things help, supposedly. But yeah, I will see you next week for another wonderful episode of Humans of Twitch. Bye!